to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches.
What up, what up? Skeleton crew in the building, run by the head skeleton. How's everybody doing this morning? I have it. 103, huh? This market's definitely hurting some people out there, I can tell you that. I had an interesting conversation with in chat this morning in Discord, and I can tell you that this has been a very vicious, high volatility last 3 months, and it's definitely torn a lot of people's asses. So, I would expect our show turnout to actually be lower. But I gotta say, there's more people than that in Discord alone, right? There's literally 190 people in Discord, so I don't know if half of Discord is not shown today. That's a sentiment read in itself. How dope is this filter? This shit's fucking fire. 119, man. You think we don't call anything accurately on this show, don't you know? The way this shit goes over here. What do you think people really want, guys? What don't we lay out on this show as a market show, do you think? This show's never late, sabbatical goat. It's always right on time. Josso, I don't know what kind of handouts I'm supposed to put out there. I've pretty much put out every major fucking asset you need to pay attention to. I'm not sure what else is left. What was it? Here we go. People want their symbols spoon-fed. If I can get all the symbols in there, right, somebody's gonna lose their shit. I've seen that before. What's up, Mel782? Good to see you. I see 119 now. What do you guys see? So, as you know, we're gonna work on converting the eco to a Web3 eco. Meaning that we're going to eventually be streaming shows that are directly in Decentraland at our headquarters, and you'll only be able to watch it in the property. So we're going to expand kind of the way we do things. We're going to put a link in here for Discord, also for Facebook groups, and all the people that want to start to learn Web3 from the inside out. We're gonna kind of walk through that process. Having conversations within Discord, I realize a lot of people do not understand a lot of things going on in the NFT market, like at a base level. Even how many of you right now understand when you see WETH and OpenSea, what the difference is with WETH versus ETH? I kind of assumed a lot of people kind of got it, but let's ask the question and see what you guys say. 167. Creeping, slackers. Appreciate the bits, Mert. Everybody throwing some Some bling at the show. Sequencing. I kind of get it. I understand. Keep going. Can we have a look at AUD EUR? Maybe. So I see some people, are in the SOL market. They, gas fees are obviously something everyone talks about when they're in OpenSea and on the ETH marketplace. And WETH is pretty much a workaround to deal with gas. It's basically, wrapped ETH is, I guess somebody described it to me, it's like putting, like lightning. Basically, sending ETH transactions over Polygon and then recording them later allows you to kind of avoid the insane gas that ETH itself has. So WETH allows lots of those cheap products in the marketplace to work because it doesn't have insane gas to transact. So it's basically a workaround to basically use Polygon to do transactions on top of ETH. So you don't have to have the insane transaction fees per, and then something like the way Lightning works, right? It gets recorded when it's unwrapped. Got it, yeah. So it allows you to deal with much cheaper products in the marketplace. You see people sell stuff for $5. That's how they do it. If it's in ETH. So, you look into the marketplace, most people think oh, it's going to be $50-$60 transactions inside there. And, when you see WETH, that was kind of what Lux was working on. Lux was pretty much a WETH marketplace. And it just, unfortunately, there was just basically a scammy wash trading, bucket shop. They may yet save themselves. They're working on it. We'll see what those guys do. Right, but it costs next to very little gas to turn ETH into WETH and turn it back again. Well, I haven't listened to anything in WETH, so I've only bought stuff. So for me, I haven't experienced any crazy fees. If you just swap ETH with WETH and MetaMask, it's fucking for a couple coins. It's still fucking $6-7. It's nothing. Shout out to Native. Appreciate the bits. So the question that you're asking, Verax, if Berger's in the chat, he's probably better suited to answer that at that level. All right, there's Red. Red can answer it better. So what Red said, WETH is also on Ethereum. One of the reasons it exists as well is because native ETH itself does not conform to the ERC20 standard and can't be natively traded for other ERC20 tokens, allowing to place bids on OpenSea, etc. So Red can answer your question at a technical level that you're asking. So for all you guys out there checking out these virtual worlds, there's more and more of these things coming online. I think you guys see Shiba Inu is about to do 99,000 plots in their metaverse. Should be interesting to see how that all works out. I think they've whitelisted 1/3 of them or something like that for anybody that's holding Sheep coin or a specific coin for that world. But the virtual real estate boom, I'm telling you, as you watch the news flow around the world, it's pretty crazy, right? The world is becoming a more inhospitable place by the minute, from pandemics to fucking wars. There's for many of us that are a little older, you've almost been waiting since the end of the 90s for the genie to go back in the bottle. It feels like the world started to go levels of crazy after 9/11, and it never fucking went back in the bottle. It kept on getting crazier. Every kind of story, your financial crises, everything was bigger and bigger and bigger and crazier and crazier and crazier. And as the population of the planet parabolics, it's just like any other asset class, right? The news flow when you're going up to the climax of 2017 in the bull market of crypto, or you're going up to the climax in 2000 of stocks, the news flow gets crazier and crazier and crazier. And it's part of what makes it more unbelievable for people to realize that the market can keep on going. And when people accept it, right, that's your top. Or news flow is literally the most insane shit ever. If you think about from the beginning of 2020, The first day of 2020 began with Australia on fucking fire. Kobe Bryant died. We're about to go to World War III with Iran. That shit seems like it was like a decade ago, and that news flow led to the pandemic, which made you forget all of that. You've literally had the craziest nonstop fucking scary situations rolling in back and forth, while the market makes new highs, keeping people terrified, of every next instance. The human population keeps booming, the market keeps booming, and you're literally climbing like a wall of worry. And this is, part of what will lead into VixMageddon, right? What you see with Putin and the situation there, right? The catalyst is Putin and China and Russia. This has been coming a long time coming. For many of you that followed me in crypto Twitter, you saw huge threads about World War III based on China and Russia. And like what would literally be unfolding right now was forecasted back in 2017 and 18. We had huge threads about it. They've been setting this plan up for a long fucking time to basically stop the United States from holding a gun to the world's head and controlling every single country's fucking economy to make sure that they benefit more than everyone. It's kind of interesting. You look at the onslaught the media's put on for Ukraine and Russia, and like slamming Russia to the point like they're demonizing every single citizen of the fucking country around the planet. The citizens are going to pay for what the government is doing. That's an insane thought, don't you think? Can you imagine if all the citizens of the United States had to pay for the illegal war that George Bush launched on Iraq? Doesn't it seem kind of like unbelievable when you hear them fucking like say that they're going to literally target every single citizen in the country? You realize that the United States has a policy of, if you don't do what I say, I'll literally kill the women and children in your fucking country, is what they're saying, right? Really let that sink in. Who is the actual terror nation? Do you realize what a sanction is? It's a fancy word to say, I'm going to choke this shit out of all women and children to fucking death. You never remove any politician from power. You see, Castro, he died in his 90s. You know how many people floated off of the coast of Cuba from the sanctions they did to that place and drowned trying to find the food? The United States is actively starving and killing people in almost every fucking nation that doesn't agree with it for decades on end. It's an insane fucking thing. And they use the media to browbeat you over the fucking head with shit that's completely crazy. You're never going back to a normal, not like what we grew up in. It like the 90s was like the last peaceful era. Like shit is actually crazy. Right, the United States is literally everything they say they're trying to protect the world from, right? They're the only people who nuke people. They're the only people who fucking invade stuff, invade nations across borders illegally. They're the only ones who fucking basically kill fucking leaderships. We assassinate leaders in countries. It's fucking crazy. The news flow has increased since 2018, definitely notably ever since Nebula 2, it feels like. Well, part of that is that in Nebula 2, you learn to pay attention to news flow at a different level. So it's a combination. The news flow is getting crazier. Like in 2020, like if you even think about it, pandemic and all that, right? Doesn't it feel kind of difficult to remember the news flow of 2021? Like I'm talking about the fire in Australia and the pandemic. It almost like you jumped here to 2022 and it's like, the fuck even happened? All the Capitol riots and shit like that. But the news flow is so crazy. Like it feels like fucking years have gone by, many more years. It feels ages ago that Australia's on fire, doesn't it? That was just 2 years ago. And nobody even really barely remembers that story. The whole goddamn fucking continent was on fire. I want to show you guys an amazing headline. We talk about footprint a lot, and I've definitely lost a lot of viewers every time I mention this topic. But guys, really and truly, can you imagine if they thought about Iraqis, Afghanis, the way they think about Europeans? Do you really understand what this fucking is telling you right here? This giant message from all the media, basically very flagrantly telling you that anybody in the Middle East is not a human fucking being that deserves the same kind of, civility as anyone who's blonde hair and blue eyed. Do you know how disgusting this is? Do you understand why my show can have the level of accuracy it does and it doesn't get picked up anywhere? This is why. Never ever not pay attention when they say the quiet part out loud. I like that phrase. This is unfucking believable. Right? So when the US marched into Iraq and blew that place up and killed 1 million citizens, they weren't worthy of fucking peace and civility. They're animals. This is basically the exact same fucking logic that Columbus had when he came to the New World. Right? We're less than human beings and they'd make good servants. What's changed in 2022, guys? This is the giant uprising for Ukraine. And the reality is, right, the United States has been trying to stick nuclear weapons inside of Ukraine and aim them at fucking Moscow, which is exactly the shit that led to us going after Cuba when Russia tried to stick weapons off the coast of the United States. It led to sanctions that choked Cuba, a small Caribbean island, out for 60 fucking years. And they have never stopped doing it. Now, Russia is asked 1 million times to stop trying to suck Ukraine into NATO, to aim missiles closer to his ass and stick a base even closer to Moscow, which is retarded and clearly fucking something you wouldn't want, especially when Ukraine is basically been created as a breakaway piece of the USSR that the United States actually collapsed. So when you really take context to it, right, the US actually created Ukraine by destroying the former Soviet Union and then tried to stick a missile base in it next to Moscow. And then has used their propaganda engine to make Putin look like a bad guy for doing literally what the United States does in countries that have nothing to fucking do with it, like Iraq, and slaughtering 1 million people in the process and destroying an entire fucking culture and collapsing cities and countries that lasted 2,000 years. This is what evil looks like. And it's not a scarce message, right? We see this in the comments in my posts. You know, people out here fucking attacking me and calling me stupid. Like, this is one of the funniest things, right? Brown people aren't intelligent. So when you do stuff like I do in this show, can't be him that's doing it, right? Where's a guy in here? He's literally actually confirmed the exact thing I was telling you. See if I can find it. Is there more of them in here? There's a guy who literally told me I'm an idiot, like, right in the post. I might have deleted him. But the fact that you're brown equals not intelligent and not human has been said so much. That is what the footprint of bias is about. When I put that in my blog post, right, I can literally tell you the answer to what's going to happen. This was awesome. I can literally tell you the answer to what's going to happen. And I know you can't hear it right because you're so conditioned from that kind of shit your whole life. You can't hear me. I can tell you everything about what you need to do in markets. And I literally count on the fact that you were all conditioned so much, it won't sound the same if it doesn't come out of a guy on one of those channels. I can dress all kinds of ridiculous. You literally cannot hear the words out of my mouth and then react to them with the same kind of conviction you can from that crazy conditioning that white people are smarter and better than everybody else. And that messenger needs to be a white guy in a suit or it's just not official. People literally follow my info and call me an idiot. It's fantastic. You know, if you imagine a top tier white technician having the kind of fan base I do, where they're literally calling me a monkey, telling me they're gonna fuck up my kid, like all that stuff. I just want your intel. Where in the world does a top tier market technician get fucking messages like that? You know, it's pretty nuts. But it allows my information to hide in plain sight. Shout out to Blocks, 10 stacks. Appreciate you, man. Pretty nuts stuff, right? What do you guys think? Honestly, what do you think of that insane shit I just showed you? That's a fucking message that they all had no problem saying, right? That the Ukrainians deserve everyone's sympathy because they're the only thing that's fucking civil. Like, really? Really? Did you say that? You realize that fucking Iraq and these nations lasted 2,000 years, right? And in Germany, the Holocaust, they did that in civil Europe. Like, they must be out of their fucking minds. There is nothing civil about fucking Europe. That place has butchered every fucking place it's ever come in contact with. They are the furthest thing from civil. This suit is just the fucking newest outfit of a fucking barbarian that's willing to put a pickaxe in the face of your fucking kid when they come through stealing all your shit. It's very emotional for me because I see European people with blue eyes and blonde hair being killed. Are you fucking serious? No shame in this, right? This guy, if you heard the way he carefully chose his words to tell you that Europeans are more civilized, it's literally mind fucking blowing. We are in the 21st century, and you still can't call us humans. I think this was a fantastic grab. Anybody ever tells me that fucking racism is in the past, I'm gonna stick my foot so far up your ass. Like, literally, shut the fuck up. You have to be a bigot to think that this ever changed. And the fact is, nothing's changed, right? This is exactly the same behavior and posture towards people that this population has always had. And this is the leadership of the planet. If you don't study the bias that these people have tainted the planet with, you don't even begin to understand what the world looks like. That's what the footprint of bias is. The single biggest call that this population, with this belief embedded in every system they touch, has actually tainted all the populations they've subjugated across time, even at the genetic memory level. This has a direct influence on the way you make choices, without ever believing that it's part of who you are. Everyone wonders, how do 90% of people make the wrong decision in a coin flip? They need to be something that like interconnects everybody from fucking like, India to fucking Canada, that no one would catch, right? From a Buddhist to a fucking Christian to anything on the planet, that you could still make the same shitty choice looking at information and condition it so much that you don't see it objective reality. There's one thing that's come in contact with everybody that could give you a shared belief structure that you are literally unaware has happened. And it is the footprint of bias. Born with a bias, because you have to remember, right? Everything that's on the planet that survives from being subjugated means you're the children of the losers, right? Everyone who spoke up didn't get to reproduce. So on a genetic level, you've been bred like a dog. The only lineage in my line are the people who stayed within the boundaries well enough to live, to have children. That's a hell of a thing to really think about, right? All the brown and black folks of the planet, you're the children of what they let live. When you understand how genetic memory works, right? The guy on the prairie who doesn't recognize the lion is dangerous gets eaten. He does not have babies. The guy who sees lion and goes, holy fucking shit, and runs for his life, he has babies. And the children that he has, well, the one of those that's a little slower than you that doesn't run from lion, he doesn't have babies. Well, across many generations, the guy who learned to survive this lion is conditioned to follow certain things instinctively. That's how genetic memory comes about. And you have no fucking idea, right? You're the survivors of the people that need to run from the lion. And that is how, instincts are passed along. So there are genetic fucking memories that you are conditioned with, you're predisposed to, and reactions you have to stimuli that aren't exactly your choice, but you don't really know that. Brown people born with the idea I'm brown, therefore I'm less worthy, look to blue eyes and blonde haired for guidance. Indeed, automatically. They are domesticated. Who would ever want to admit that shit? You think I'd want to admit it? I know I am. Nobody wants to admit that one. And that's exactly why it's a value point, right? Because I'm my own person. I'm my own character. That sounds crazy. That's exactly why it's fucking what's real. So how many of you guys have survived this insanity? The markets have been crazy. Oil hit 100. Pretty much everything that we thought would fucking happen with the invasion, spiked commodities to where they are. You're seeing metals go fucking nuts. We really could be on the brink of a major commodity super cycle. Like the cost of everything, like we said in the 2020s, should go to places that will blow your fucking mind from the 2010s. Costs are rising at a speed now that's literally incredible. Inflation, when mega inflation takes hold, raw materials go fucking bonkers and you literally can't afford shit, food, everything. Like the base price of living is what's going to come up. And that's when you get a commodity super cycle. Don't get me wrong, gold is still a risk off asset, but it just means that every single thing is going to literally fucking take a price floor up. Like it does every time you any of us here, we have that little conversation, you talk to your grandparents or your parents and you're like, oh, back in my day, Coca-Cola was like a fucking quarter, with your grandpa, depending on who your grandpa is. This is the moment where I'm in my 40s and I'm going to be able to tell people in another 10 years, dude, you don't even fucking understand. Like a plane ticket to go to New York used to be fucking $180 round trip. Now it's $700, right? It's going to be some stupid shit like that where you're going to be talking to your kid, telling him it used to be like this. It used to, getting a new car was under fucking 40K. It's going to be retarded. And you're going to what's a starter home going to be? Like I said, when you have kids in fucking you can see it already. When you have kids in the crypto, NFT market sitting on $100,000 to $500,000 at 17 years old. What the fuck is a starter home for a kid when he gets to 25 going to make sense with that kind of money in your teenage life? That was one of the things that let fucking inflation was going to be crazy. Crypto has fucking teenagers in it that are fucking millionaires. Where was there a time that kids could actively become millionaires, right? It must mean $1 million is not worth what it used to be worth. Vaughn's is right. A millionaire is literally the new middle class. That's a fucking crazy thought. But that's exactly true in the United States. The millionaire is going to be the new middle class right fucking now. That's what it's telling you. And so what the fuck is property going to look like for you to fucking say, well, this is a decent home? Things are literally going to a price bracket where you're going to stick a zero on shit and you're going to go, fuck, my money's garbage. And so, that's one of the things we pay attention. When you have a commodity super cycle, real estate is going to go to ungodly fucking places. So the world is becoming like literally harder to fucking have a stake in. We went away from the 90s. Really was the time that people had the most purchasing power, in the United States ever at the end of Clinton. And as you go away to where like the wealth's being concentrated at the top, the ability for people to have a piece of their American dream, whatever fucking dream, literally is going further and further away. The U.S.'s sanctions are basically making sure no one outside the U.S. can have the American dream, and within the United States, only a few can even afford it. So where do you go get peace of mind? The metaverse is an interesting proposition when you actually realize that fucking 7 billion people really don't have a shot at peace of mind on this earth and in their lifetimes. Shoebox living. Holy shit, I'm so deeply focused, and this 30-minute was insane already. Has it been 30 minutes? Jesus Christ, I gotta go read stuff. Dude, time flies when you're on this thing. All right, let me, I'm gonna try something today. I want you guys to tell me if the charts look a lot better. I think this will make charts look good, what I did today, so we'll see. Reddit. Did you guys give me scorecards? I better be getting some scorecards. You guys say you're navigating stuff. Motherfuckers in here like earning houses and shit. Where the fuck are the scorecards? What's going on there? Stop that. Oh, earnings. Do we have any earnings did we give a shit about? Zoom? Well, as far as Kathy Big Penis goes, that's probably important. That lady's so buried in that thing. See, I don't know who that is. Nothing that seems to be meaningful. Costco's in here. Nothing that you care about too much. No major market moving guys I see in this list. Tarjay, always curious to see what he's doing in retail. One scorecard. When you do this, make sure you hit this thing down here and scorecard. I got 2 from you, and then Izzy dropped our usual update. Wow, a lot of red stuff. So I think we should take a good look at currencies today because given what happened to the ruble, what's going on with these sanctions, the banking system, we need to take a look at financials because now you have like a serious fucking geopolitical risk in the fucking banking system with Russian assets and banks that are closely affiliated doing business with Russia, U.S. banks. This is going to put like some volatility into the banking stocks here in the United States and in the UK and Germany. So currencies too should pick up in some crazy volatilities. Now that DXY, like I said, has been sitting in a major shockwave since 2015. If this isn't a fucking catalyst to get that motherfucker the hell out of this range, I don't know what is. So you got burgeoning World War III. I think currencies need to take like a bigger focus right now, along with commodities on the show. So it's something I'm going to move us to making sure we include more actively because a lot of times we just focus on stocks, VIX, and crypto, and I think it's pretty important we get over here and start to take account of all of this stuff now. You got I think a rate rise out of the RBZ, the Fed funds actually. So the Russian situation, a crazy thing has happened, right? You have a Fed funds futures, which can basically forecast bets on like future rate rises. If you guys remember, I told you that like the situation with Russia would likely fuck up the central banks, jawboning. They're going to jack rates up. Fed fund futures dropped like 2% that the Fed's going to raise rates in March now because you've got a fucking liquidity crisis. What's going on the planet? So now you have a crazy situation as banks are trying to figure out how to fucking navigate inflation with a fucking war showing up, right? War is literally inflation. You have to print paper to fight wars. So, like, what a crazy fucking situation, right? Something that could actually jam their fucking taper has literally arrived. You keep on tapering while you go into a war situation and raise rates, you'll collapse the whole planet. You're really trying to collapse Russia. You don't want to fall in and decide of them. You have to actually shore up other economies to stabilize the missing piece of the economies of Russia. You're trying to cut out of the financial system. So this is crazy. You have to now see what the fuck is Canada going to say because everybody's facing this same fucking problem. This cocksucker never shuts up. Bullard, for whatever reason, he's got a lot of time to speak throughout the midday. Somebody needs to give this motherfucker a job. But every time he speaks, bad things happen to fucking most of your positions. So pay attention when this guy ever gets on a microphone because they use him to run his mouth in place of Powell, and he's just terrible. Then Powell's going to come on and fuck things up anyway. So Wednesday, we definitely need to pay attention to this shit. You have 2 central banks in North America speaking on the back of fucking the situation in Russia. Every expectation about what was going to come the fuck out of here is out the window now. Now you literally have to see what the fuck he says. And then he's going to testify in front of the Senate again. So this is major this week. This is market moving shit. And you've got GDP fucking on the other side of the planet. This is a crazy set of shit. Australia's fucking rates tonight too. So Australia, Canada, and the Fed, and the bank, and then the Bank of Canada will speak. All this now needs to be looked at in view of what's going on inside of Ukraine and Russia and the fucking massive sanctions they just slammed into fucking Russia. So that's unbelievable. Great busy week. So yes, we will cover currencies 8:32. I'll make sure I make enough time so I can get more currencies on here and look at some things with you guys. Reddit. Thanks for that, Izzy. Always important, guys. It's always good to have a check on this website, Forest Factory, this event list before you start your day. You should always check this. Never get surprised by major market events inside the sessions. It will fuck you up, especially when there's this many red ones. You need to stay in tune with this if you're in commodities, if you're in currency, and if you're in stocks. Any one of these can move shit, and central banks can obviously move crypto. So like they will move pretty much any asset class you're touching. You cannot take your eyes off this because you're a crypto guy. This does matter, especially with the shit that's going on, the high correlation of a high volatility environment. Everything's correlated in the risk world. So this hits everybody. All right, that's a lot of talking. But it's what I do. I talk a lot. I can't remember who this is. I think I know this person. I got bored sitting tight during the VIX again. That is literally not the way to start that. High volatility environment got me bored, so I jumped in. Please don't make that the rationale that gets you to play a high volatility environment. I got bored, so I went and jump in the pool with all the other sharks. I got bored sitting tight during the VIX again and to start researching ways to play the VIX. I also wanted to take a shot at what was... What?
Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5.
Okay, my bad. Apparently we did this one already 5 days ago. Sorry. Dr. Vale. I did do this one. My bad. Forgot that. So, only one scorecard. It's another VIX thing. All right. You guys love the VIX. Revenge of the VIX. Handle D. Wooders. I spoke to you yesterday. Top comment thief. I like that. These are my oil plays taken at the end of the year and closed Friday. Thanks to Kaz's intel, these plays we were ahead of the rest of the market, and they survived despite the high VIX environment, even when being played on large time frames. On other assets that got chopped up, most of those plays got stopped out when the VIX spiked, and their failed full rotations therefore became part of an expanded bull flag. This is an issue I've been struggling with. Two things that I think I can do to improve that are: 1, waiting for rotation to sustain and prove itself, particularly in a high VIX environment, and outside of where the strength is. Shorten my timeframes in that kind of environment. Several plays were successful at first, only to end in a loss R because of the entire market being hit on a de-risking event. 3, oil, 1, crypto. I like the rotational arrow. Not as quite curvy, but it's there. Looks good. These are all 3 really clean plays. Established a good trigger right here. Played a rotation at the same spot. Really nice. That's actually really nice TA, Mr. Wooders. I did not actually realize you understood that well. That's very good. Good charts, right? Only scorecards. Unbelievable. What do we see? I see 259 now. I guess that's more normal. I'd like to see 300. So I'm going to actually change a little bit of what we do here. So I'm going to actually invite the show and Facebook groups and everybody now into Discord, as our goal is going to be to launch everybody into Discord, into virtual worlds, and start to kind of like get that figured out. People understand it, figure out your machines, all that stuff. I'll walk you through some things to kind of get set up in there, and we're going to start like finish build out of the property, and we're going to start hosting shows inside that world. I think we need to be embedded into Web3 to basically take advantage of where that world's going, and I think from inside that world I can show you some pretty cool shit. So we're going to kind of like transform the eco a little bit. I'm going to create an announcement board inside Discord that will kind of like help you like track events as we start to plan to go over there, so people can get prep for that. I will also create a blast for OnlyFans so we can broadcast that. I've realized not a lot of people have figured out how to navigate bots to get OnlyFans to communicate when posts hit. And so people are like literally not able to get around it. Some people have worked out that there's bots that can like send send OnlyFans messages to Discord. And the way they tell you to get notifications only gives you notifications of DMs. So I'll just blast notify that thing myself on Discord. And so I'm going to centralize a few things to kind of create, shorten the gaps that are happening for some people. Some people just aren't being able to take advantage, and they're not IT experts to figure out the problem either. So I'll just go ahead and take that off of the entire community's hands and centralize that and make it a little more efficient. When I drop stuff, you'll know it. So yeah, so let me get a Discord link in here, and then we'll move forward to doing a RIM macro. All right, let's see. That's definitely not it. Oh, it's not gonna do me like this. Why won't it paste? Nope. Take a memo, peoples. All right. So don't do like what some of these people keep coming and going dead on the server. I know a bunch of you will, but that's okay. We're going to decentralize everybody. Then the people that are active are active. We're not going to go crazy trying to dig the dead up. So new approach to that whole thing too. Can't force people that won't fucking do anything to do stuff. All right, let's see. What do you think? Chart colors look a little better? Yeah, no, maybe so. Can you see it? Looks better, right? China is playing a long time frame. You know, China doesn't plan in the resolution time that anybody else does. China has like a 300 to 500 year time horizon they make plans on, and I learned that from a cousin of mine that was basically fighting against them to fund construction of like the canal over in Central America and projects down in South America. And basically, what he says, they're unbeatable. They basically look at the marketplace and whatever the prevailing, funding rates to, do projects like this in the bond market, they just undercut it. They're willing to fucking eat losses, and take excessive risk just to plant themselves in each fucking country to be in the ports and be in the fucking canals and have like ties to assets in your nations. Their time horizon is hundreds of years. Is that when you look at what their plan is like they're willing to eat losses for decades or hundreds of years just to be in a place to fucking secure locations around the planet. Like no one can get underneath these guys. They basically use the trade surplus they screwed America into in our bond markets and basically fund the acquisition of the world through debt. So, it was an interesting comment he said, and I was like, you really see it like that? And he's like, absolutely. He's like, these people aren't playing for a lifetime. He said they're playing for fucking like world domination. And that's a hell of a thing to talk about. He was in a very large bank, dealing with these guys. He's like, you literally can't say if China shows up, you just lose. And that's a heck of a thing to think about, It's not even if they're the best at math, right? Let's just say like fucking, risk adjustedly, this fucking project's it'd be at least need to fund it like 2%. And that's what the marketplace will bear. China we'll do it at 1.5. And the excess risk they're taking at that interest rate, they're willing to fucking eat just to get underneath your ass. And they're doing that everywhere so that they can end up with lien rights to everybody's fucking land around the world. They're literally acquiring the fucking planet. I wouldn't expect China to screw Russia. China and Russia have an alliance. Right now, China and Russia have a commodity-backed banking system to compete with SWIFT, and they've been waiting to put that into action to go against the Western banking cartel. Putin already had something about that announced on February 4th, right? That they were in a position to sign a banking agreement if they were ever cut out of the SWIFT arrangement that creates a new banking alliance between Russia and China, which most likely is going to get India's vote. If any of you didn't know it, India abstained from voting against Russia's situation. They didn't touch it. They're in a crazy geographical location, and ultimately, it's not in their interest to support the West's ideology against Russia, right? They're nested next to fucking Russia and China. Now, if you end up with a fucking alliance between Russia, China, and India, those are 3 nuclear fucking powers and literally 1/2 of the going concern of the planet's human population. The West has a fucking problem right now. One, you already realize no one can shoot a bullet at Putin. He'll literally nuke you. So you're never going to go fight him head on. You keep pushing hard enough, and you end up creating an alliance that was likely sitting there waiting for you to make this exact mistake, because these guys are game theorists, right? They didn't have no idea the U.S. would overreact like this. They probably counted on it. And the fact that they counted on this and literally have a fucking alliance between those 2 nuclear powers and likely will be able to now manipulate India into a position where they have to make a deal with them, you have a huge problem for the West and what they want to ultimately do as far as manipulating fucking Asia and Russia, right? He's got a stranglehold on fucking commodities and gas in the middle of fucking winter. He doesn't sort of have fucking crazy leverage right now while they're fucking trying to bash him in the media. Putin is not stupid. So, all right, so let's check out what's going on. We got a gap down right now. Qs, still paying attention to Mr. Ragnarok. All of our quality levels from all of our viewers. All right, this is Goku's cheat sheet. Let's get that up here. Hey, remember that? That was the explanation of how you'd play the rip, right? If you got it, worked out pretty good. Remember? You would watch out for the wick, wait for the open. That is the making of a green dildo. I didn't make it green, obviously, but yes. Dildonomics. Cool logic, right? How many of you were able to play that using that logic? Dildo lesson returning a lot? Say that out loud, Jans. Say that where your mom can hear you. Common sense way of thinking about a thing, right? How the wave of a fucking green dildo works. Isn't that like just the way you think about it helps you act on it, right? The way you think about a thing matters. And so this is really, really easy to understand logic. So now we are printing down here, a little gap down, and you're going to gap into kind of like the body of this kind of shit right here. It's a decent level if you look at what it bounced on. So it's not like terminal. This could be a much worse gap, all things considered. We look at like oil. Right here, the gap on oil is pretty fucking excessive, right? And this is really something we have to pay attention to, right? Crap. Where's all my stuff? That's not it either. Where the hell is the rest of my oil stuff? Let's talk about commodities a little bit. We'll come back to that stuff. So, how good was this fucking thing we did with the oil fractal, right? That wave riding higher, like no one would guess, right? This is the rising channel. Most people look to fail, but if it copied this thing, it actually arced the fuck out of it, right? Pretty fucking nuts. So if we kind of trace into being this area, this is where we drew this panel. It was 1, 2, 3, and he'd break up out of it. He kind of tracks over for a bit and probably fools people. If he does something like this structure, he probably dicks off inside 100 now, and people think like things quiet down. And it literally is. This is when people are looking for the market to go crazy, right? So it's literally gone crazy. You think about everything, right? The Russian news has got everyone like, okay, now this is. Why am I talking to my fucking phone? I must be high as a kite. I'm not even on that shit. At any rate, this has been going crazy, right? Since Biden took office. Biden takes office over here, right? And oil is fucking $40. So oil has been raging since Biden took office, but it's now 100, and people are like, oil. This is the late reaction because the media is hyping shit so much. Oil has actually already gone fucking crazy. Now the reality is, in the commodity super cycle, it can go much fucking crazier. My thoughts are that it takes out the highs of the oil crisis of the housing bubble. So this guy, likely slows down. But if he continues this fractal pattern, right, we wanted to, what would be the fractal embargo, right? We needed to have a fractal embargo Well, Russia has now going to create that. That is absolutely going to happen now. So where does this really take us? If we have this, if we're right about the location of this, then this corrective structure should be something like this next, a more decent bull flag sitting on top of this whole system because it survives the whole system and then goes fucking completely crazy again. So, keep your eyes on this. What we can also discern is that this guy's starting to look a lot like some other guys, right? PL1, so platinum. This is a, precious metal. But if we're having a commodity super cycle, there's a lot of guys that can start to catch this motherfucker across the board. So I've been watching this. I posted something for you guys inside of OnlyFans regarding this. Let's look at a couple of guys. Am I retarded? What is that? Yeah, what the hell? So put a metals guy in there, and looking at this right now, right, gold finally left that range where he was like tied up, and if anything, oil could really be leading a move out that's like finally starting to show itself in like non-precious and precious alike. If you're going to have like runaway inflation on the back of this crisis, it's likely not going to go back in the bottle. Like Putin's made a move that kind of commits him to a set of future actions. If he manages to go back into his cage after these crazy sanctions, he pretty much destroys the whole point of what him and China were working on. So he's committed to a course of action right now that I think plays into our VIX-Mageddon scenario that rolls out for the next decade or so. And on the back of that, these bull flags now have cooked for quite some time. You look at gold. Gold is really sitting a bull flag at the high of his system. And there's a time that he should get ready to fucking leave out here. We do want to fucking pay attention to it. So a lot of these guys are in crazy places when you look at the way they look. Currently balls deep in uranium. Well, he's studying nuclear shit. The minute you hear anyone talk nuclear, you should definitely look at uranium, right? And uranium looks like everything else, right? He's bull flagging down on low reses also, but these guys are all in crazy places that they're all in the same kinds of consolidation simultaneously. There's a good chance that you're getting a lead, tell on this entire basket from crude. So definitely a place that we're going to keep our eyes focused on. VIX things. So let's check out the VIX, right? The VIX has been an absolute nightmare. This guy's been sitting in just a very high environment ever since fucking we had COVID. We've just endured an exceedingly high VIX environment for the bulk of the time. I mean, this is February 2021. You have a little of a break right here going through the middle of 2021, and then you've been back at it again, going into November. So we've sustained 2 years of really dealing with like a very highly volatile event. Like I told you, this 37 year is really key. If we break into this contains a lot of fucking crazy ass of fucking events like 9/11 and such. So we don't want to see them here. So this really is the test pump. And you guys know price has memory. Like, look where we put sentiments from Goku and stuff, and we trade off these emotional moments in the market. Well, news and everything like that works the same. So your catalyst right now of this VIX rotation on this particular bull flag is Vladimir Putin's invasion in the middle of fucking Europe. There's a good chance that VIX-Mageddon itself, when it arcs again, this test pump with that particular catalyst is going to be further development with that catalyst that arcs this entire system. So I think you've actually gotten your final tell that World War III has actually begun. It'll be some time before the level of violence that you fucking think of World War III is visible to you, but this is literally the beginning of that. I think you stay in a highly volatile event. Right now, most people are like, when is this going to go back to just like these times? And the minute everyone's looking for that, you don't go back there. You know what I mean? So if this thing keeps on trending, we sell out even higher on this thing, and we stay in a place where it literally is scary as fuck as we go into the parabolic climax of the human population and capital markets for VIX-Mageddon. I know it's the scariest fucking call you're ever going to hear, but that's pretty much the catalyst into the 2020s that will allow the wall of worry of the roaring fractal 20s and no one to believe it the whole fucking way as you expand the monetary base of the planet for fucking like literally Armageddon. So yeah, I did want to cover all that in depth. That's why we definitely got this show on time. So it's some serious shit. So DXY things, right? Let's back up and look at this guy. He is tracking higher in this kind of crisis-like environment. It looks like he's trending back across the fucking span of this fucking what is now a 7-year shockwave the DXY has been in since this one. You have to recognize these are massive systems. 2007 to 2014, this is a multi-trillion-dollar fucking system. If you realize what the scale of this shockwave is for the US dollar. What the hell is that color scheme? This is no different, right? Let's just measure it out. $2,326 days. About the same scale, right? Just a little bit longer, almost a year longer. Right? These are huge fucking systems, and when they move, I mean, it's literally shifts in the planetary structures happen when the dollar moves like that. What is the catalyst it's going to take to break us out of this, And right now, I think we're staring at one, like a really serious global crisis that drives fucking it drives a deflationary force that makes the dollar fucking like literally take charge of the whole planet. I think you're in that kind of situation. You can have a strong dollar with a strong stock market at the same fucking time because it's a game of relativity. Everybody's going to be burning right now. So there really is nowhere else to look. Where are you going to invest in a fucking geopolitical climate like this shit when there wasn't any place good to invest in before this shit? Leon, do something to stop World War III. You can't ask for it. I was gonna have kids, but nah. You're the second person to say that shit. The world's only ever always getting crazy, It's not different this time. It's just increasingly crazy as the human population grows. Russia is the test net before China deploys. I like that one. That's pretty fucking funny. So yeah, DXY things like this. This is a pretty crazy tide we're watching over there. Let's come down to a better res on this guy. 8 hours is a great time for a great resolution to look at 24-hour markets in. So this is rather serious, right? I can get this thing out of here. Don't need that. So we had this structure on here, this bull flag. We're now sitting in this very massive chop zone, and you are looking at what amounts to a dollar bull, at least on this resolution, coming off the trenches here from January 2021. All right, so we've been an uptrend in this guy rotating this massive bull flag structure back up through this box range for just over a year right now. Euro, USD. You can only imagine Europe is, currency is not in a place you want to fucking be, right? And you guys understand, like a really simplistic way, if you want to kind of make this easier for yourself, do this. It's just do USD, Euro. And you can actually look at it using the DXY. It'll make life a lot simpler for you, right? So you can actually line up these guys in this USD. They do it like this: AUD, USD CAD, USD CHF, USD JPY, right? We get a look at like the structure of these guys right here, and right, this is a very bullish basket, the USD against anything. Now, of course, we stick the good old ruble on here. Boink. Look at him fucking competing with motherfucking Erdogan over there for fucking first prize. These guys. Oh man. So Putin's kind of playing catch up on him. Sorry. That looks crazy as piss. So yeah, it's a dollar bull market out there if you guys didn't realize it, right? Pretty nuts. Who was long the dollar ruble before the invasion? Come on, which one of you bagged the fucking elephant? You could retire off that move. Goku? Goku took the life out from the Euro AUD. Let's go see. What did he do? He did ask for that one last time, right? Let's see. So the Euro AUD is an interesting guy to watch in crisis events. Let's see. Pull this guy up on a resolution like this, right? This is your banking crisis. This is, you can't see all of them here. Euro AUD. So I think this one is your exchange rate mechanism breakdown in England. This, not positive of the crisis there. This is the Asian contagion. This is the banking crisis. That is COVID. So this currency the interest rate differential that you have here is really great at picking up like basically deleveraging events. These are all massive deleveraging events that were volatility events also. It really happens in the extreme point of a deleveraging event that you see this currency ratio unwind like this. But he is definitely something interesting to keep track of. When you're facing a massive deleveraging event, generally this guy will fucking start to spike along with volatility. So it is interesting to see that he's looking like that at the moment, right? Because this kind of, you like have to pay attention. Is this guy actually going to do something like that? Then we're probably likely going to have a markup, right? Because looking across this motherfucker right now, that's kind of what you see. Damn it. See the potential of, I meant. So we look at this range. I consider this guy to be of this low, retest of this. All right, so you're in an interesting place with this guy. If he comes back out of here, that could be fucking part of like the global markup that I'm talking about, even though you're like in what looks like wartime situations, like DXY getting stronger, but risk assets still moving north. You know, that would be literally catch everybody the fuck off guard. So this guy's going to be interesting to watch to see if he fades and holds down here and bounces and we end up like with a strong dollar plus this guy spiking. That's fucking de-risking event. So this guy's probably good to keep on radar. So thanks for bringing that one up. All right, so let's see if we can do some crypto in here. So we did that. Let's finish stock stuff and then we'll go over to crypto. So stock things, tech has definitely been taking the face. Tech is definitely a place that's in danger with high rates. You know, high rates basically put pressure on these growth guys that have to heavily invest in their businesses. But raising rates also does help fucking guys like fucking banks, right? So banks have been relatively strong while you've seen things like fucking like, you know, big tech companies get mangled. This is pretty interesting, right? Where Zoom is today with earnings. Zoom is basically back to, you know, the point in time that made Kathy a genius. Well, this is the place where we call Zoom CCL. This is the social versus antisocial rotation. Remember this? This was Zoom / CCL. This was the exact point. It was a good idea to fucking get away from a cruise ship and fucking do something that would protect you from the pandemic. Zoom is literally back to that exact run in COVID. That is literally, Kathy has bought this thing all the way from like 530 straight into the fucking grave. She's not sort of the dumb money of this thing right now, and everybody and their mother is still looking for these tech stocks to bounce. It is a crash, it is a bull flag, but give this thing its proper time. If the Fed is forced to fucking like divert from any kind of rate rising, this would be a boost to fucking to tech companies. So what he says this week really fucking matters. Tesla, a lot of these guys, you know, I'd say this is something to keep on your radar that I had on my macro. Like, think about this guy. This is Elon effectively taking, you know, in his net worth. Like, Elon's almost half off. And I think this guy's going to be worth $500 billion. Like, as far as Tesla can come down, this is a discount. And this is still fucking structurally, I think I have a Tesla chart of this one. Right? This is still structurally a bull flag. This is not the cleanest one over here, but you get it. This guy's a bull over here. And it's structurally okay, right? If you look at this guy, this thing is still in trend. Very much so. This Elon, I don't think you want to call a top on fucking Elon in a hyperinflationary environment. This motherfucker's just going to be worth more goddamn money. So, you know, we need a macro perspective right now, because if you zoomed into the fucking events that we have, you're going to get mind fucking find it very, very hard to act. In a very volatile marketplace where things just stay volatile, you know, one of the things I tell you guys, like, you'll get your profits really fucking quickly and you'll lose them really fucking quickly. What D. Woodard said, like, you know, you have trouble adjusting to the speed of the market. One thing is, right, price is a fractal construct. So it looks the same in every resolution of time. The fact that price is moving faster, that means in order to kind of get a grasp on price, your resolutions have to come down. Because when a candle is a stick, the only thing you can do is magnify to find what it's made of. So you deal with markets on lower resolutions. You know, with an intraday, you know what would normally work on 1 and 2 minutes, and these kinds of volatilities will start working on 30 seconds. So in order to kind of get a grip on the faster prices, you drop resolutions, and lower volatilities, you raise resolutions. Hopefully that gives you guys some help on that. All right, let's see. So Tesla things I thought looked good, and Tesla, you know, we keep track of. Tesla definitely has a relationship with crypto. We know that. So we could put BTC, USD on top of this guy, right? And he does have a correlation to Bitcoin and just general risk assets, right? This thing rotates, Bitcoin rotates. And Bitcoin structurally, when you look at the bull flags you've got there, right, you can see that, right? This is what it's very, very similar. So we're really watching the same thing across all risk assets, and everyone's eyes are in the same place. So where's shit that is not looking like this? You know, where is the real advantage in the marketplace? Well, that guy's going to shape up like that, but this bull flag is actually in line with it. Let me turn that off. These things percentages are too crazy. Gave you guys some cheat sheets you should have kept your eyes on, right? Defense guys. Those are in OnlyFans, so you guys actually have these in there, and you have Lockheed. Pelosi bought Lockheed. Go fucking figure. We talked about this guy on the show, the bull flag, possible questionable floor, rotation. Did that just great. And Putin, like, you know, great technicals, put you in the same place as good fundamentals. We talked about Raytheon on the show. You know, where is that? Not Raytheon, god damn it. We drew this one up for you guys on the last couple shows, right? Perfect bull flag on trigger, out the building. Massive gaps now in the invasion. So wartime situations, defense all fucking day. The oil situation, absolutely, this is where your bull markets are, right? These guys all look fucking nuts over here. COP, all this. They are bull markets, and you can't stay laser focused. I got to get this tech wave, right? This is where the fucking strength is. It doesn't even look like what the fuck's happening to the rest of the fucking market over here, you know? Looks fucking crazy. Your gold stocks, these guys are finally fucking showing signs of life, right? These guys are all rotating up fucking, you know, it's metals and commodities fucking boom right now. And everyone's waiting on Zoom and fucking Tesla to bounce. You know, don't fight it. When they come, they'll come. But right now, I do think Elon's half off. I do think you want to pay attention to that. I do think risk assets are going to run through the 2020s, and Elon's going to break high. So those massive bull flags, we're going to be patient on those things. This is an environment that I know has definitely harmed people who haven't paid as close attention to the shows I wish you had. So I will try to take the resolution of details up on some of these things, and I will begin to build much bigger baskets and detail stuff to help with timings in OnlyFans. So this is a crazy environment. It can fucking ruin your year. And every news event overnight here can fuck you up. Like holding overnight, it's really goddamn dangerous. You know, if you're gonna try to hold overnight, you have to account for the possibility of massive gaps, and you have to reduce the kind of position you normally take to account for excessive risk. So, you know, if you're gonna trade this market and some of you're gonna get bored and feel like you gotta be in here, you know, we're going to try to cover some things to keep you a little safer. I think I'm going to do an OnlyFans video this week, and we can discuss some things about high volatility markets moving at speeds and how you can kind of adjust to it. Because I know this market is literally staying volatile, and a lot of people are sitting there like, well, I need to do something. And like I said, no trade's still a trade, but if you're going to step in here, I at least like to arm you with the tools to stay alive. All right, so that is Newmont. We talked about XME. There's a lot of metal dudes that look really great, right? XME, we'd put this on the show. He's a big-ass bull flag. This is inside OnlyFans, right? I think. That's why I made it like this. Pretty sure. Did I put this on OnlyFans by itself? I did, right? So, yeah, this is your bull structure, right? As like we go back, we look at tech stocks, we're like, oh my God, right? Oh my God. Well, what has rotated into strength in the market? These guys don't look like they have anything to do with risk assets. Right? These massive rotations, these are massive flags. And look where these come from, right? These commodity bull flag has literally been pre-fucking banking crisis. This is where this fucker starts. And same with these guys, right? These are massive, massive bull flags. These are looking like generational fucking like commodity moves that are heading our way. I think these are the biggest ass bull flags on the fucking show, aren't they? So pretty badass. It's 9:05. I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I did want to go over this stuff in a certain level of detail. Like I said, with currencies and stuff, we're going to put a bigger focus on these guys, as I think there's bigger moves to come now in this space. You know, this is Aussie, USD, massive bull flags around here. There's a lot of stuff to pay attention to now that the world is literally just staying volatile. Yeah, that's a big ass bull flag if I ever saw one. Now, if that's going to pump, that would be the USD weakening on Aussie. And that would be an interesting situation if DXY weakened out. You would likely have fucking like risk assets go completely fucking insane. So anything's possible, right? DXY could stall inside that range and actually allow this thing to rotate. So we want to keep eyes on this. But there's a lot of stuff that's set up now that's finding in place. I think is worth watching across more than just the asset spaces we watch. So our BTC market, what we're looking at, right, our bull flag here, we looked at this low bull flag, paying attention inside this range still, climactic volume in here. You know, this low still could be in a grandma, but we still need to let it rotate. This trigger is safer at 42 to pay attention to for him to come back up through. ETH, right? Same structure, same situation, same old trigger. ETH BTC. This is still contained within this pullback and possible rotation. Trigger up here. Total, same thing, right? So not much evolution to this, but this kind of is where a lot of things look like. Even like I said, like this looks just like Tesla. Everybody's down here right now. Putin's talking to, you know, with Ukraine on the border of Belarus. If you get some kind of like ceasefire for a second, you probably get a fucking massive fucking recoil in risk assets. And it's going to be news driven. So it'll be kind of hard. It's going to be volatile as fuck. And you're getting a lot of fucking comments, whether it be from fucking Powell or from Putin or from Biden, that's going to jar this shit around all over the place. Even if it's bound higher, it's going to be a pretty violent ride up higher in these things. Till they show that kind of rotation, I say keep your eyes on the commodity world, right? There's definitely good shit happening over there. Boy, that was a lot. That was a long macro section. Do you guys get all that? I felt like we had to be in depth with that. Symbols, motherfucker. Did you see how much shit I just spit out? Ruble USD. Who really asked that? Euro Aussie. I got that. I can get the rest of those. All right, real fast. GD. Also defense, right? Big ass bull flag. We've drawn that guy for you before. He's just going out the top of this right now. So when you're out the top of this, chasing that massive gap, right? All these guys are gapping. So be careful chasing the defense stocks on the opening. If they hold a gap, same rule for the Nomics, right? If they hold the gap, they can run off of it. They can also gap fill. If they do that first and then come back up through the gap and survive that and come back through their openings, then they can run after a situation like that. So with this, if you're looking at like low res today, he's going to open up fucking in the middle of the stratosphere. And these are your options with this dude. Right? His opening opens here. He can dick off and then go up top and then do some shit like this, right? Or he can stay completely above it today and Nomics it out. This is kind of what you're looking for, right? If he gives you a structure, this can all happen in the intraday today, or it could take time to happen. If he opens today and stays above it, this is just an opening play. He could literally run and fucking keep printing out if that's what's going to happen in the basket. If he comes under the open and then goes back through it, even like 2 hours into the opening, he could still take off and run. So think of these as opening plays. If you're going to deal with him just above this structure, this may be also necessary at a different resolution. So hopefully you can keep that separate, right? This is like just talking about structure above it. This is just how the open gets handled today on a big ass gap like this. And he could also, as a third scenario, just come into the opening and just fully correct to start this guy and then basically survive a test and then rotate off of it. So this stuff really makes people want to chase. So I'm trying to give you the way to think about this guy in the opening right now. These gaps are literally retarded and everybody and their mom can see these things now, right? So CNMD. Where the hell did those symbols just go? CNMD. What is that? ConMed, medical supplies. It's an expanding formation. 2B dot both sides. Needs to stay on top of this for your structure. It's kind of ugly. I'd play him above that actually. mRNA. You guys notice that with the news flow in Russia, it's like COVID doesn't fucking exist right now. Chance of rotation in this area, but honestly, this is leaning a little bit too down. You'd probably like to see it counterweight back up and then roll over and fucking die some more. If the short's going to keep underneath this trigger, then he's going to die some more. But this right now has a chance of like doing a recoil out of there and then setting something up like that. But yeah, this guy's in deep shit. BRK.B. Berkshire, we did this guy already. Financials, definitely strong from what's been going on in the current rate environment. We need to see if that continues or if the Fed takes a pause in their policies. But right now, this guy broke out, stayed above here. He didn't really do a clean shockwave. He's kind of doing the shockwave structure that is projected at a much larger scale. So this is effectively that projection, just happening at a bigger scale. And you probably want to leave clean of this system and above that and play him off of there above it. So if he can come out of here and stay above that, That would probably be like the safer thing to play with this oscillation that you're seeing at this range. FCX, metal stuff I just told you about. Pay attention to that. Already done. Ruble USD already done. Luna USDT. Luna USDT. God damn it. Luna USDT. We did this guy before also. So rotation on the flag, right? And he told you on the last show it was a good level to pay attention to, sitting on top of the old trigger. And if he could possibly hold it, he could rotate off of it. So he's begun that rotation. He's now stopped in the other trigger. So let that thing do whatever dick off move it's going to do, right? It's this projected move. And when he hits a trigger is what he should do. So he's doing it like here. Could be this size, could be bigger. And then he should rotate up through that guy. Man, I always feel like I'm fucking short on colors. Oh, that's really stupid. Fuck it. He can rotate up and do this move here, and then you should get another lead that can give him a chance to fucking, finish his Ponzi nomics. So Luna is your Ponzi coin, so looks pretty good. Everybody got all that? So it is fucking time. It's 9:12. I gotta get my fucking plans in order. You guys go get your plans in order. One Fozzie said 140,000 new COVID cases a day in South Korea, 30 times more than in the peak of 2021. Yeah, that's while we're not looking at fucking COVID, the Moderna bring that you brought up is probably worth paying attention. It does have like a bull flag structure to it. I don't know that we're gonna see if it's just Omicron, right? That's the least deadly of them all. Some Asian countries are mooning in COVID right now, so the world's never going back to normal, guys. This is our new normal. It's literally a fucking nightmare. So stay safe out there. I'll catch you guys on the flip. And for all you guys that just jumped in Discord, don't go silent. We'll say hi to you guys when we can. I've got interviews going on today for a church group that came in from December. So if you submitted scorecards or you forgot to pay attention to your emails, make sure you check your emails and get yourself on the schedule that I sent you so I can get those interviews done this week. We're looking to start that next Monday. How can I join Discord? By clicking the fucking Discord link that was in this show, C-Note. It's in this show, sucker. So you have to go back. You can find it in the chat when you replay the show. It's in the very beginning. But yeah. So, till next time, peace.
Welcome to Winternomics TV.